been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Jab does not score. Ooh, look at that left jab. And follow with a straight right hand. How about that time counter shot? Well done with that counter shot. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. Do you believe this? The hook was off target. The straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. Here we go for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter shot lands. Fighters always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
You want to corner an outside fire, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
He threw a punch and just got countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Left hook just missed. That uppercut doesn't land. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missing with the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into... Let's get it started in round three. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Good counter punching. Punch, counter punch. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Missing with that jab. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot.
Now I'm getting my zone. I'm gonna get lucky.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
You gotta keep that up.
Close, so close. How
What?
can you separate them? It's going to be hard.
What are these shots not hitting for?
For the judges.
Yo.
Swing and miss with the right hook. They exchange punches.
Hey, toss energy backing up.
They threw the hook. It didn't land.
Yeah,
To be
this is
careful
crazy.
for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about
Let's see.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
The judges got me.
What would you tell this
I'm just gonna
guy
be
he's
chilling
gotta
because I'm
do
not chasing you all
something
day.
different? There's the bell to start round 4.
Oh, yeah.
So not the best round, but
Gonna
let's
do
see if
it
they can
again
turn
then.
it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've
felt
got to
my
make
patience?
sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie
Yo,
him up,
he's
hold
throwing
him,
these
lean
limp
on
dick
him.
ass.
Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered.
Yo,
And he
throw
scores
it,
with the
bud.
counter. No rest for the weary. Neither fighter willing to slow down. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers,
Okay.
Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics.
It's dumb far.
To actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They both
What are we,
want
like,
a
a middleweight?
knockout, you can tell. You'd like to see more jabs. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Has to be careful for that. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about
You probably got
Sugar
that.
Ray Leonard in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. Back into
That's all I
play
got. He
here in
definitely
round
got
5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Why is he not throwing this to the body?
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little favourite and pickpocket him.
No rest for the weary. Nice counter shot. A perfect counter shot.
What?
We'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
As As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check.
She's not in.
Because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident, he's comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Beautiful counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
I didn't mean to do that. I did, but
Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, this is the time that
gotta
the
be
trainer
tired,
needs
though.
to come in and say something. There's the bell for round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Defense is not an option for these two. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights.
I really know it. He ran right into it.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Catch and shoot. Both men step back for just a moment. Back and forth they go. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
What? Why did they make me step in?
Let's talk about Sugar Ray.
All right, refs, what are y'all looking at here?
A round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here comes round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out
He
and put
cans
the pressure on.
They
He's
love
going to
backing
throw the
up.
kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
The perfect counter lands.
I was gonna counter the yard there, yeah.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Tried to score with a jab. Oh, that punch. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
I mean, more than that.
Missing with the hook.
What? Ooh.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight.
Yeah, ran into that.
How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I gotta get him first
I
time.
need to see that again.
1, about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow
Okay,
he's
me first
still
time
in
using
this.
bud.
And we enter the 8th round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Nice defense on that hook. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters.
I still went forward.
Those counter punches have to hurt. They miss with the jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
The straight right just misses.
Inside.
Missed him with that uppercut. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut.
They both got it. Alright. Oh, when I get scared, I'm like,
The jab not finding its target.
let's get out of here.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, it's go back to the drawing board.